It's been over 10 years since I was incarcerated. I do have friends that are still locked up that calls regularly or that writes and like, hey, I seen you in the newspaper. I just want to tell you, keep doing what you're doing. So, like, my name rings bells in there, good or bad. The passion for cutting hair really came about for me in prison. I learned that you have to be more than a barber as a barber. You are a mentor, you are a counselor. Meeting the needs of people is probably my greatest strength in the barbershop. But it's actually a world out there that does not get to come in here, and it's not by choice. Some people really can't afford it. Some are homeless. Some are sick and shut in. So I've developed a passion of being able to take the service to them. Mr. Trent, what's going on, my man? While working on Cut King's mobile barbershop, I actually found out that it was illegal to do mobile cuts. I thought, I'm gonna be the one to change this. I'm gonna fight the law. And this time, I plan on winning. Growing up in Waterloo, I intermingled with the wrong crowd. I was in and out the juvenile detention center 15, 20 times. My first daughter was born 7 days after my 14th birthday. I had my second child at age 16. I was drug dealing, so I was taking care of them financially. I did a lot of damage to people in the community. I went to prison 4 times. My son, on one of the visits in prison, he was just like, Dad, I know you say your family is your #1 priority, but if we were your #1 priority, you'd be here with us and not in prison. So the turning point for changing my ways was my son. Knowing that he was looking for a better example. I got gray hairs from spending nights trying to devise a plan that would keep me free. In prison, I learned to like cutting hair. Seeing the reaction from people, seeing their spirits lifted from the haircut, that in itself grew a burning desire to become better. I realized that I'm more than just a drug dealer. I became the best barber in that prison in no time. After being released from prison in 2008, I graduated from Barber College.
You have to have guidelines and principles that society can accept and benefit from. And you're developing that. That's what I see in you now. You really have a caring attitude.
I do my best. I mean, I learned from you coming in. You call it barbershop talk. I'm gonna say I'm faking it till I make it, but I'm getting better.
Smoke with me. What's up, people? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the Mobile Salons sponsor, MrHairArt Show. I'm your host, Ronnie Mac. You guys know me as MrHairArt and Coach. And we're live, guys. We're live. We're live on multiple different platforms, multiple different channels. I was trying to get my other camera up and running so we can walk to the back, because we were supposed to do that yesterday, but we didn't do it because I didn't have my other camera. But now I have my other camera, but it's not hooked up. But this is a bad mama jama right here, boy. This baby right here, I've been taking everywhere with me. If y'all haven't seen or used the I was going to say Life 360, the Insta 360. This is a and I'm not sponsored by them or anything. We need to contact them for sponsorship. But yeah, this baby here works extremely, extremely well. Y'all know I talk to y'all all the time about different products that y'all probably need to get, especially for your business, and what y'all need to be using, or what would be best to use for your business. Being that we're in the mobile salon industry and you guys are hair artists, we have an image to uphold and we have a standard that we have to uphold. And this is one of them. It's actually having a level of professionality and the equipment that we use to make sure the equipment is up to par, basically, what we need to do our job. And this is a extremely good one. I'm gonna show y'all something. This is like the what do you call it? The GoPro. It's like the GoPro and the GoPro Max and all them other ones, the little follow-alongs. But this one right here is tiny. Look how small this is, fitting in your fingers like that, and it just clips on, you know, with magnets right onto your phone. I put mine on the stand right there, but it already has its own stand with a base and all of that, so it works extremely well. But check this out. This is going to be your key feature right here. When you press this button on the side, you're able to literally take this off, and there, look at that. Look at how tiny, look at how small this is compared to my hand, dude. And this, I don't know who thought of this, but it's like a pill. This is like a little pill. This connects to this, and now you're able to use it as your actual camera for vlogging, for videoing, for conferencing, webcam, all that stuff. You're able to use it in that capacity, which is freaking awesome. But obviously, what we're going to be using it for is our haircuts, our services. You're able to use this to document your services that you are rendering to your clients. So I got a couple of different ways that I like to do it. I got a little mount that I can put on this on my hat, and we're going to do a product review on this, guys, as well. So it's not just going to be you know, we talk about something and it's cool, but you really don't know anything about it. We do product reviews on this stuff. We actually check it out thoroughly and make sure that it will work for you, and that we go through the motions with it, and it works for us. So that's the whole component. But this is one of the features that we absolutely love about this. Hold on, let me get my shenanigans out of here. This is one of the features that we absolutely love about this particular camera. Look at this around my neck. This is a magnet. Okay, it's got a little rubber back where it sits against your chest. Very comfortable, very light, extremely easy to maneuver and put either in front of your shirt or behind it. But here's the feature. Look at this. Guys, and it's strong too. It's a very strong magnet, as you can see, and it just pops right on there. And look at that. You're able to wear this sucker and just, you know, do your thing with it and go out and about and handle your business. And this baby is raring to go. I absolutely love it. So I typically put it inside my smock or inside my shirt, where it's right there. And then watch this right here. Boom. There it is. Right there at eye level, where you can literally do your services, your haircuts and whatnot. And this is capturing everything. You can be walking around with it and nobody's the wiser. And you're literally filming your interactions and everything with people. And I literally cannot say enough about it. If I was doing a review on it, an official review, I'd get all the specs and everything because I got them when I purchased it. But I actually, now that I'm thinking about it now, I would be itching to do an official paid review on these things, because you know we don't do stuff for free. But this is something I actually bought this. I bought this with my own money. So for me to have bought it and still, you know, and right now wanting to do a paid review on it is literally to officiate the relationship with these guys, and to signal that this is a unit that needs to be in our industry. Okay, this is a unit that we need to be using and promoting throughout the barber beauty industry, because it helps us to achieve our goal, which you all know is documentation. Documentation. We are pushing everybody to make sure that you all have your, I'm gonna say a word that should be on everybody in this industry's lips at all time: portfolio. Portfolio. If you do not have a portfolio, shame on you. Everybody should have a portfolio. Matter of fact, I know that a lot of you guys have a portfolio and you don't even know it. It's called Instagram. It's called Facebook. It's called taking pictures of your client and your haircuts and hair services that you do, and you upload them to let other people see your work. That's your portfolio. That is a portfolio. Back in the day, we were taking pictures with actual cameras, the Polaroids and the snap and shoots and all of those, and we take the film to Eckerd Drug. Who remembers Eckerd Drug? Take your film, your roll of film to the drugstore or the picture store, and they develop it. And now you take your pictures, your actual printed out pictures, and you put those into the photo albums and whatnot, and that's your portfolio. Well, now your portfolio looks like this. This is your portfolio. And when you have this right here, you're basically sending or submitting your work and your pictures and your album and everything to people instantly, automatically, all of it. All of your pictures, all of your work, all of your efforts that you do, you're sending it to them where they can actually see what you're working with, see the level and the caliber of work that you do, and they're able to book you accordingly. And that's where everybody is at right now. That's where we should be headed. But with our company and our business, it's even more crucial because we're operating on a format where mobile salons, actual mobile salon buses, are dependent upon people seeing your work. And then if you're good, if they like your work, they like what you do, price is right, the location, everything that they're needing is pretty much on point. You just got yourself a new client. Okay, you just got yourself a new client, all because you're showcasing your work and you're putting yourself out there to where they can see you and extrapolate whether they want to do business with you or not. Okay, that's the new world. That's the world we're living in right now. And if you're not there, you need to get there. You need to get there for sure, because it is essentially the ease of use and the ability for individuals to show their work without having to show their work, exhibit their hairstyles and services without having to go through so much trouble. and it's kind of an oxymoron, but that's what you want to do. That's what you want to be seen as giving someone the opportunity and the ability to approve or deny you without even seeing you most of the time, without even seeing you. So that's a whole nother world in which we are developing right now, and I absolutely love it. So I can't jump on the bandwagon of a lot of the old heads where they just rolling with word of mouth, or they just doing it, sitting out on the stoop or on the curb, and they're wanting people to come by and they usher you in. Hey, little young blood, you want to get a haircut? We loved those professionals back in the day, but now we're in a new day. Now we're in a whole new day, and there's a whole new way to approach this thing. So that's where we are today. Matter of fact, let me see if I'm going to test my camera real quick, guys. We're going to go back into the video that we were in just a moment ago. I'm going to test my camera to walk around and see if we can do it. If we can't do it, I know I have a piece that goes to it that will allow me to be able to do that and walk around and everything. I'll get that, but it's at my house. I'll get that tomorrow. I'll get that tomorrow, and then have that, and then we can do the tour and the walk around into the shop, because that should be pretty fun. Plus, it helps everybody to know what direction we're going in and how we're setting this thing up. Let me go and see if this will work first, and if not, then it'll be off to the house to get the piece, and then we'll follow up tomorrow at the show tomorrow and rock and roll from there. Okay. All right. So let's go into a commercial break, and I will be right back and let you know how that works. Hold what you got. Don't go nowhere.
It's been over 10 years since I was incarcerated. I do have friends that are still locked up that calls regularly or that writes and like, hey, I seen you in the newspaper. I just want to tell you, keep doing what you're doing. So, like, my name rings bells in there, good or bad. The passion for cutting hair really came about for me in prison. I learned that you have to be more than a barber as a barber. You are a mentor, you are a counselor. Meeting the needs of people is probably my greatest strength in the barbershop. But it's actually a world out there that does not get to come in here, and it's not by choice. Some people really can't afford it. Some are homeless. Some are sick and shut in. So I've developed a passion of being able to take the service to them. Mr. Trent, what's going on, my man? While working on Cut King's mobile barbershop, I actually found out that it was illegal to do mobile cuts. I thought, I'm gonna be the one to change this. I'm gonna fight the law. And this time, I plan on winning. Growing up in Waterloo, I intermingled with the wrong crowd. I was in and out the juvenile detention center 15, 20 times. My first daughter was born 7 days after my 14th birthday. I had my second child at age 16. I was drug dealing, so I was taking care of them financially. I did a lot of damage to people in the community. I went to prison 4 times. My son, on one of the visits in prison, he was just like, Dad, I know you say your family is your #1 priority, but if we were your #1 priority, you'd be here with us and not in prison. So the turning point for changing my ways was my son. Knowing that he was looking for a better example. I got gray hairs from spending nights trying to devise a plan that would keep me free. In prison, I learned to like cutting hair. Seeing the reaction from people, seeing their spirits lifted from the haircut, that in itself grew a burning desire to become better. I realized that I'm more than just a drug dealer. I became the best barber in that prison in no time. After being released from prison in 2008, I graduated from Barber College.
You have to have guidelines and principles that society can accept and benefit from. And you're developing that. That's what I see in you now. You really have a caring attitude.
I do my best. I mean, I learned from you coming in. You call it barbershop talk. I'm gonna say I'm faking it till I make it, but I'm getting better. Everyone doesn't get to come to the barbershop. I just want to try to meet the needs of those that can't afford or just can't get around, period. I want to be able to bridge that gap for the community. Then one night I had a dream, a vision, and Cut Kings was born. Cut Kings is a mobile barbershop, fully equipped with hair washing sink, hand washing sink, Xbox, TV. I put the loud music in it, surround sound, put a barber pole in there so people know what it is. Who you play with on the WNBA? The Sparks.
Yeah.
Is that because you're a Los Angeles Lakers fan for real? I started writing a business plan, but then I got an email saying that the whole mobile idea was prohibited. It was illegal to work outside the threshold of the traditional 4-wall barbershop in the state of Iowa. After finding out it was illegal, I was crushed. Again, another door being closed in my face.
You gonna provide free services, a service that's needed too. Why you gonna contest that?
Because of the law. I'm trying to make it make sense to myself, but that's what it is. The law says we have to.
When I first learned about this story, I thought this was insane. I couldn't believe that this day and age you could sell food out of a truck, you could groom dogs in a truck, but you couldn't cut a human's hair, even though the bus resembled a real barbershop.
This was just an outdated law. It's crazy on a number of levels. Who's harmed by a mobile barbershop? There's no victim in an economy that allows mobile barbering. We've got to do something about this case.
I got a phone call out the blue, and it's like, hey, my name is Tyler, from Americans for Prosperity. Been following your story. He asked for permission to just see this thing out like I'm here until the law is reversed. Learning of AFP was meeting a friend.
When you can see someone who's formerly incarcerated doing great things for their community, that makes society hopeful and maybe more willing to give those folks a second chance. It's important to make sure that William was empowered to have a voice so that he could share his story. This was gonna be us working together to help tear this barrier down.
Right now, we are advocating for a very simple piece of legislation. It's one sentence and it changes the definition of a barbershop to allow a mobile location to operate in the state of Iowa. Americans for Prosperity has been working with legislators on this issue for almost a year now.
When I look at the bill and how this started, it comes from the most humble roots you could ask for. And it just hit home that here was a guy that wanted to offer a service to the people in his district. So let's let William do what he does and do it well. So it's all about helping build relationships and spread the word that this is a good bill.
This is William Burt. He learned how to be a barber in prison. When he got out of prison, he bought a van to open a mobile barbershop truck. But then he found out the state doesn't allow that. So now what?
Having a mobile barbershop isn't legal, but he's hoping lawmakers at the state capitol will fix that.
Legislation is making its way through both chambers to change that. Although the odds might have been stacked against him, he knows he's on the right path now.
Talk to William Burt from Waterloo, a business owner working to change Iowa law to allow mobile barbershops, which I think is a good idea. William, please stand so that we can recognize your efforts to become an active and productive citizen of this great state.
We also are working with William, building a community of support around him. We've connected them to classes on how you can impact your legislature, to tell your story, and to be an advocate for yourself, to engage as citizen lobbyists to affect change in their state and in their community.
It doesn't matter what business you're in, we're a team in here. And that's what this is about, inviting some of the entrepreneurs in here so we can keep fighting for the community.
I'm a small business person. I heard your plight and I was like, damn, that's not right. What would be great for this community is for each and every one of these small businesses here to have that flair, to have that vision, to have the freedom and the ability to grow and expand, to get to these kind of events and to say, we're not afraid. There are so many great people in Waterloo, and thank you for being a candle to remind us of that.
This is a start in the communities. Talking to your neighbors, talking to your people at work about your issues. If no one knows what you're going through, no one knows how to help. We're headed to the Capitol building. It's been a long couple years advocating for this law change in the bill, but it's happening. I can see what the future looks like for the business. Cut King service in the state of Iowa, and maybe our services needed throughout the United States. There's unlimited potential here, and I can only hope for it all.
A barbershop is now on the move in Iowa.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds has signed a bill into law that now allows them across the state.
And the bill passed unanimously, 49-0 in the Senate, 92-0 in the House.
No one was happier than William Burt.
Trying to hold back my tears.
He plans to take it to anyone without access to a barbershop.
Making a simple change to the definition of a barbershop opens up a lot of other opportunities in the state of Iowa. By changing this law, Not only do we legalize mobile barbershops, but we really lay the foundation for bigger reform across occupational licensing and business regulation in our state. We hope that this story, that this bill inspires other people to step up and engage in the fight as well.
Americans for Prosperity definitely gave me a platform, a stage where it's not just me anymore. It's someone in the background that can actually help me fulfill this mission. Seeing that someone believe in me, that's kind of huge. I just want to be the change creator. That's kind of my goal for this whole thing, is to meet the needs of not only the facilities around town, but throughout the state, the communities, and then supply what they need. The biggest change about me now is understanding that nothing easy lasts. Anything worth having doesn't come easy. And that allows me to get up every morning and go to work. Keep trucking along. It's about you putting yourself in a position so you can make change.
Okay.
I got that same chair in the bus. It's cheap. I don't even know who this is.
Speaker.
Hello?
William?
Yes.
It's Governor Kim Reynolds. How are you?
Oh, Governor Kim Reynolds, I'm fine.
Hey, I'm calling with some good news.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to let you know that I received your application to have your voting rights restored, and I have reviewed it, and you are eligible to register to vote again. So I'm calling to let you know that.
And to say congratulations. And we're going to be mailing you a certificate that confirms the restoration.
But I wanted to call personally and just say congratulations. I know you've been working on this for a while, and it's a good job.
Thank you.
I'm really honored to do that, so.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. I got a film crew standing here, recording me with tears in my eyes.
Oh, no. Oh, well, I know it's really important, so I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Have a great day, and I'll be sending that documentation and certificate to you, okay? But
Yep.
as of today, your voting rights are restored.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Okay, you bet. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Well, you guys, dude. You could have had me ready for that. Man, that's crazy.
A debt that he had already paid was still looming over him. A man behaving like a super citizen that was really involved now in changing a law in the state of Iowa didn't have the right to vote in his elections. And if anybody deserves the right to have a voice in his government, it's William Burt.
So the doors are opening and not being closed. Thank you.
La, da, 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 da. What's happening? What's happening? All right, guys. Yeah, we are going to have to get my other component and pop that bad boy in there with it to get it to work. But no worries, no worries. We'll make it work. We're going to make it work. So it's all to the good. I'm gonna get those, get the link in there and get the other piece that goes to it, and that way I can hook it into my phone, and then we'll be good to roll. All right, guys. Well, shoot, we only got about 10 minutes left anyway. We got off to a slow start because I had a meeting right before the show, but I told you guys before we are going to be going live every day. We're going to be going live every day now at 6 o'clock. So like I told you guys before, if we don't go live, because normally I'm here and ready to roll, unless I'm getting caught up with some other stuff or working it. So if at all, if anything fails, all we do is set it up for automatic broadcast, and it just goes live, and we have footage and content that we put in there that goes live, and then I watch from live, because We respond to. I saw somebody earlier that was asking, who is this? Leah Rebecca? Is that Leah Rebecca or Leah Rebecca? I'm not sure, but I saw her text that said, "Hey man, what's up? And how's the stream going? Can you see my text?" Okay, that was actually me responding back, Miss Leah Rebecca. So I don't know if you're still in. You may have left, but yeah, I'm always watching the show and making sure that everything is going smoothly. And if anybody has questions and whatnot that they need answers to, I'm able to address those as well. So that's going to be the beautiful part about the show and going live and doing what we're doing, is actually having the owner monitoring and watching if I'm not on, which most of the time, 98% of the time I'm on. But if not, I will be monitoring and watching and addressing you guys and answering any questions that you may have. I'll be doing that from the sidelines. So awesome. We appreciate everybody for coming in. We're going to get up out of here and get ready for tomorrow. We got some big stuff headed you guys' way. I told y'all about that yesterday. We got a lot of stuff that's headed your way. So the best thing we can do is get ready for it, and it's going to be explosive. You're talking tornado, hurricane category. It's going to be pretty big. So everybody kind of get ready for that, and make sure that you got all the things that you need put together. And as we roll everything out, I'm going to be contacting everybody individually. I started on my roster and my role Monday, because today's Friday. Yeah, I started on Monday. I'll be back tomorrow also, guys. So I'll be back on Saturday at 6 o'clock with the new news. So hopefully everything will be in place and in position and ready to start. And I'll give you guys the pressing of the button. Press the button. Let's go, because we're gonna be going pretty fast. So I don't want to leave anybody behind. But the school, the buses, the program, everything is going to be running extremely quickly. So you guys gotta you just making sure. What's up, Ed? We see Mr. Ed popping in. We see Jerabo. I think it's Jerabo popping in. What's up, Jerabo? Fades Cuts. What's up, Fades Cuts? Knockout Cuts. What's up, Knockout? Welcome into the stream. All right, guys. That's going to do it for us today. I appreciate everybody for coming in and kicking it with us. We'll be back tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow on Saturday. We will be back up in this joint. And I'm going to test my new cameras out and see if we can roll around and see the new equipment. And we'll check all of that stuff out tomorrow. So I'll see you all then. I think I saw somebody else ask a question, but it popped up and then it disappeared. So I don't know if they delete. I don't even know if they let you delete your question. That's kind of weird. They may. I don't know. I've been meaning to get on one of the buses and see the show live, so that I can see what all they're able to do from it. But we're just gonna keep it moving for now. All right, guys. Thank you, all of you all. Love you very, 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 very much. Appreciate everybody for coming out and kicking it with me. I am Ronnie Mac, owner of the Shops and Salons Network, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network. Bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself, and if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to mobileon.com, mobalon.com, and sign up. The application is at the top of the page on the right-hand side. Click on it, fill it out, and submit it back in. And someone, if everything's good, someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, please donate. We have our own charity called Triple H Charity, stands for Haircuts for the Helpless and Homeless, along with our sister company, Mobile Haircuts for Heroes. You can donate by going to www.hhhcharity.org and donate. We use your donations to build the buses that go out and do haircuts for the helpless and homeless. We also use your donations to pay the barbers and stylists to go out and do haircuts for the helpless and homeless. So it's a great and very, very worthwhile charity to give to. The only charity in the entire barber beauty industry where you can actually see your donations at work. So it is a extremely worthwhile charity to give to. All right, guys, that'll do it for me today. I thank everybody for coming in and kicking it with me. I will be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Yes, on Saturday, on the weekend, we're broadcasting every day. So we're going to start doing our product reviews because I got several companies that are set up and ready for us to start promoting and doing their sponsor stuff and their product reviews and everything. So we'll be doing that starting tomorrow, and then we'll kick off into all of the other phases of the sponsorships and the investments and the whole 9 yards. We'll get into all of that starting tomorrow or next week, but we'll be starting phasing it in on tomorrow. All right, guys, that'll do it for me today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Everybody, please be careful out there and take care of each other. And remember, I'm looking for my link out. There we go. And remember our motto, respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace.